go. We'll ride at Manatee Hammock Campground, Brevard County. All these roads are one way, so we'll follow the road and we're going down towards the Indian River Lagoon. The sites aren't bad. My experience with the Florida state parks, they would be bigger. This is a county park, so it looks like an older park, just big trees, lots of older tree growth. You know, a lot of these campgrounds that are 20, 30, 40 years old were not made with today's 40-foot RV in mind. So you can see the water, that's the lagoon, and out on the island, or land point, whatever they call it down here, out there, on the other side of it, is Cape Canaveral. There are some state parks and county parks on this side of that island. Nice little area to come down. Oh, no fishing on the rocks. I guess you can only fish off the dock. People are scared of people falling and getting hurt. It's horse shit. Nice little boat ramp. I mean, it's not a great ramp, but hey, it's a boat ramp. I could probably put my bass boat in here. Fire ant hill in front of me. Nice little dock. Handicap accessible. More ant hills, fire ants. You stay away from those bad boys. We call them fire ants for a reason. This fenced-in area in front of me is an area where you can take your dog off the leash and let it run free. A little dog area, it's nice. Picnic tables and bench seats over here for just sitting in the shade and enjoying a day. I come down here with my Kindle and just hang out. Nice breeze. It's 87 degrees right now. At noontime, or 12:30 when I went into Walmart, it was 73. And when I came out an hour and a half later, I was doing 2 weeks worth of grocery shopping, it was 87 degrees. It jumped quickly. Oh, wet area. Squeeze through here. Leash-free zone rules. So I'd mentioned on the entry into my campsite that they got a lot of rules. Nothing crazy, nothing that I disagree with even. Just more than I kind of typically see. 2 pages worth. You know, your typical quiet times, which is great. You can't have ground fires. You got to have it up on a loop, a hoop or a ring off the ground, which is okay. You know, typical can't burn construction materials. I don't know where you're going to get those with your camper. So it's a nice little area. There's a volleyball net right there. Golf carts are allowed here because there are a lot of seasonal campers. My neighbors are from Maine. I live in New Hampshire, so we kind of hit it off. But they've been here since the beginning of November, and they're here until April. So people like that bring golf carts. I mean, I've got my golf cart, but I'm not unloading it for 2 days. I mean, I don't have mobility issues. I like using the golf cart at Fort Wilderness. So I go looping, but other than that, I don't really care much about using it. It is the weekend, it's Friday, so there's a lot of tenters showing up. You can't hang anything from the trees. Lights, ropes, hammocks, clotheslines, nothing.
Okay.
The net could get ripped.
Right.
Somebody could.
You can't have tarps, you know, to make your site, you know, for shade or for extra cover. You can't put it over the roof of your camper. You know, a lot of old beat up campers will do that. And, you know, the rules are you gotta have a good looking, functional, you know, camper here. And I'm all for that. You don't want this place becoming a homeless camp, which unfortunately is a concern around the country right now. I don't know that they have any, I don't think there were any surprises to me on the rules. It's just kind of all the rules I've seen at all the campgrounds I've been to, they're in writing here, which is also good because there's no surprises. This is a big site. No, that's 2 sites, never mind. There are some very small sites, and there are some very big sites. Well, for here, big. That's a nice site right there. A lot of lawn between them and the next camper. I see a lot of TV dishes, DirecTV, Dish Network, whatever, which surprises me a little considering all the tree cover there is here. I'm not going to set mine up. I mean, I don't watch TV really. That's a nice site, nice size. I only have it for, you know, football season, the end of the season, playoffs, things like that. That's a big site, but it backs right up to the road. It'd be kind of noisy. This place does have a pool. It's got some sort of a rec hall as well. I'll go in there at some point and check it out and see what they've got. A lot of these quick sets, like mine, I don't know if they're the same brand or not. My Clam Quick Set, I love that thing. There are some really nice sites here, and they are full of seasonals. So here's that park office as when we came in. Instead of taking the right towards mine, we're going to go straight down the middle. I believe that's the old park office, but I could be wrong. The guy inside said that they have a brand new park office thanks to Hurricane Irma. I don't know when that was. I don't know what kind of damage their building sustained. There have been a couple hurricanes here over the last few years, as you can imagine. And you have 24 hours notice, hurricane warning, to get your camper off the site and be gone. That's one of the rules. You're not supposed to have anything outside for appliances. I've seen a bunch of nice small tennis court, shuffleboard court, bathroom. There's the pool. Swing in there and take a peek. But I've seen, you know, stovetop ovens, tabletop ovens, little refrigerators, even though they say you're not supposed to. That is a small tennis court. Pool is open 8:30 a.m. to dusk. Pretty typical rule. It's weird too because West Palm Beach KOA, brand new KOA, opened in I think July or August, and I stayed in it 1 or 2 nights. One night in October. Big place, nice place. Not a lot of tree growth because it's brand new, but they have a very nice pool, very well lit. I mean, it's on their website, right? That's one of the drawing photos till you get there and you can't go after dusk. It's a big site. was a little surprising. I've never seen this. One power cord off the pedestal. That's it. The one going to your camper or the one going to your tent. Any other cord you want to use has to come off your camper. So it's a way to limit the amount of electricity that gets used. You know, at Disney, people will have two 15 amp extension cords hooked into it. They're 30 or 50 amp for their camper. And then there's two plugs, 15 amp or 20 amp, I don't remember. They might be 20s, out at the end of the driveway to plug your cart into. But they've got, so 4 of Disney's 20 amps, a 30 amp, and then running all kinds of stuff through their campers. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, it is cheaper. It's $26 a night for a full hookup site. That's the cheapest I've seen down here. The state parks are roughly the same, but then typically out of state are. Hello. Jacked right in, back to back. Small toy hauler with a nest above it. Hello. It's kind of a typical H, ladder type shape. Two outside roads with runs in between them, like rungs on a ladder. Although the one I'm on is kind of a third outside, kind of an add-on after the fact. But my neighbor says they like it down there, even though the sites there are a little close together. That side is quiet. I can hear a train right now on this side of the campground. Didn't hear it on my side. Hi. That's one thing I like about campgrounds. No matter what campground you're at, pretty much everybody smiles and says hi. That may stop later as they all start drinking. But that is one of the rules here. If you get loud, you will be asked to leave. If you are being vulgar, bathhouse. If you're being vulgar and your neighbors can hear it, you will be asked to stop, and then you will be asked to leave. So I like that. Good. Nice big site right here. Corner. Nice. Straight ahead would be the way to my site. Hey, ditto right up the middle. So I came down here on the right road, and this one cuts right straight down. See some people out on the dock. I'd like to know what they're catching fish on down here. I read some reports and they're just talking about live bait or throwing shrimp out and letting it sit, but then they also talk about using small swim baits. So a nice little park to walk and get some exercise. It's a pretty park. These trees are gorgeous. Internet. So I see the repeater right there. It reminded me. The camp host, the ranger, he had a ranger shirt on, so that they do have Wi-Fi here. It is very weak, most days non-existent, and it is open with no password. He said, do not do anything financial on there, because your stuff will get stolen. So, good lesson right there. So, I've not been on a bicycle in 3 weeks since I was at Disney. Not too bad. Not tiring me out as much as I thought it was. I've seen license plates from all over. Montana, Texas, Colorado, Massachusetts, mine in New Hampshire. Everybody's down here to get warm and stay warm. They will not accept mail here if you're here for the winter or for a month. Right in the rules it says you need to go to one of these commercial mailbox places and set up a mailing address. They will not accept packages. If you order something and it's coming by FedEx or Amazon or UPS, they will tell the driver where your site is. They will give them directions to your site. And if the driver wants to drive to your site, then that's fine by them. But if their rule is no, we have to drop it at the front gate, the rules here are no, you don't, send it back. Most campgrounds, if you go to them in advance and say, hey, I've got a package coming, is it okay, to have them leave it here? Most of them are yes, but, I guess if you had, 130 sites, I think, I remember reading, and they're full all winter, and people are shopping. And they buy food online, they buy all kinds of stuff online. I guess I could see where that rule would keep the rangers here from having to just be mailmen all day long. Alright, so here's Route 1. No sidewalks. I'm not riding my bicycle down the sidewalk. I wouldn't do it at home, and I certainly wouldn't do it here. There's a little camp store in here also. They've got ice, which is probably a decent price, $2.50 I think it was. They got I don't know, they might have a picnic table's worth of stuff for sale in here, but really not much at all. I think if I remember, you can buy a hose. They might have 1 or 2 of those, but Walmart's only 10 minutes from here, which is nice. The gate closes here at night. I think at dusk they said they close it halfway, and then or at 8. Yeah, and then at 8 they close it. But it doesn't lock. So even though I thought, oh, very great, they lock, it must have a lock or a code. No, it doesn't lock. You just have to slide it open, and then when you pull through, they want you to close it after you. Oh, Ontario. That was something last year with COVID travel restrictions. There were no Canadians down here. Unless they were here before COVID hit. And then, couldn't get home, couldn't get back. A couple of old campsites here, got them chained off. It's an irrigation ditch for runoff, just dead empty right now. And that's it, that's the park.